Like, let's say your part continued. And
I think we took a break and played a Top Dog Law commercial. You know, living and working in New York City is a blessing and a challenge sometimes, to be honest. Living here in the center of what many people, especially New Yorkers, will say the center of the world, the crossroads of the world, is known as Times Square. We have got all these incredible Broadway theaters and off-Broadway shows going on, and we've got restaurants, and we've got history, culture, melting pot of people from different walks of life and different communities around the world that bring their food and their stories to town. It makes New York a very unique place. That we all agree on, right?
Yeah.
But also sometimes the UN is in session.
Oh my gosh.
Every time it's in session, everything changes. People don't even know all the changes that are happening.
Ugh.
You know, the East River, the waterway, they totally changed the way traffic runs on that waterway. Because I remember when I was taking my boating license, we had to learn how to navigate the East River during UN and not during UN sessions. Wow. It's a totally different thing. As a matter of fact, you're not even allowed on parts of it right now with a boat. And also, getting into work today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was at 5:30 in the morning, and you guys, you couldn't even get close to the building.
Yeah, actually, it was even before that. So they cordoned off the street. They blocked it off completely. You couldn't turn down it. So I hopped out of the car. It was maybe like 4:58 around there. And even as I was walking in, there was a Secret Service guy there who was like, "Can I see your ID? Where are you going?" And I said, "iHeart." He said, "Show me." So I pointed to the building. He's like, No, your ID, your proof that you work there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Some people got frisked.
Yeah, so Jim Kerr got frisked before he got in the building here. Jim Kerr from the other radio station.
They frisked Jim Kerr.
Some people's cars got like searched
Yep.
because before they were allowed in the, garage. I pulled up and the police officer said, "Hey, I don't know if your garage is open." And at that point I was like, I'm not even. So I drove 5 blocks the other direction, paid for parking in a different location this morning, and just walked because I was.
This is what you go through. You know, there's a price to pay to live in New York City. Many prices. A lot of them monetary, and a lot of them are just inconvenience. What's your suggestion for the city of New York, Nate?
So New York City is already very busy. We agree with this, right?
Yes.
Not really
Duh.
made for what this is, essentially a convention. Las Vegas. It's built for conventions.
Yes,
Seriously.
and they need help.
Yeah.
They need help. I'm sure the president of France would love to sit at a blackjack table. I'm sure the prime minister of wherever would love to go play some roulette.
And see Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
And see Wizard of Oz.
Those dignitaries love some escorts.
Seriously.
Hello.
This sounds like such a no-brainer.
It's a good idea.
Why doesn't somebody suggest this?
Suggest it, Nate.
Well,
Start
it
the
is
petition.
a massive, probably the most massive convention city in America. Yeah, go there. Get out of here.
I have a question though. I don't remember it being this bad last year. Am I wrong?
It was not.
I thought it was.
It was
Really?
this bad. Well, I was reading a story today. Well, maybe from not your point of view, but from the point of view of this reporter, they were saying they had a list of things that were a little more strict this year, a lot more strict, and the times and cutoffs when you can and cannot go down certain streets.
That's what happened
And, I mean,
yesterday.
they're closing down. I mean, especially on the east side, and we're on the west side. On the east side, they've shut it down. It's paralyzed more than ever. So maybe they're talking about that east side stuff.
Yesterday they were outside and they go, "Hey, just so you know, we can shut the block down at any moment, depending on who's coming in and out of the buildings. So then you just won't be able to go anywhere for a while." I'm like, "What?
Take
what?
the train, everybody."
So
I took the train. It was nothing.
But everybody was texting each other, "Get the hell off the block now." They were
Well, no, you don't want to take the train. You know what's going on down there? Wow.
a
There's all
party.
sorts of stuff going on down there.
Yeah, but
in the
I got
train.
home in 22 minutes.
Wow,
it was
that's
amazing.
Did you have all your like purse and your stuff and your bag and your
I did. Yeah. Made it out alive.
your limbs? You had limbs, all
I
limbs,
did.
all fingers. So another price to pay as well. The big stories, and people know we have a big shindig going on in town. Therefore, it was exactly 24 hours ago you broke the story about that. I don't want to call it phone jamming operation because that doesn't give it what it's due. Give the story. Listen to what these people created for our beautiful city.
Oh, yes. So the Secret Service apparently uncovered what they're calling active SIM farms, where they had 300 SIM servers with over 100,000 SIM cards that were capable of sending 30 million text messages a minute. So what does that mean? It means that pretty much at the drop of a hat, they could disable cell phone towers, jam the networks because there's so much going out, shut down the cell network, launch distributed denial of service attacks that would block emergency communications for police and EMS. And when they raided these areas, they found all kinds of other illegal activity going on over there. They think that all of this could be related to organized crime gangs, drug cartels, human trafficking. They're not 100% sure what's going on, but they found drugs, illegal firearms, computers, phones, and it's going to take a long time for them to go through all of this and figure out exactly what's happening.
Well, if you watch the Die Hard series, you know all those sinister creeps out there. Their act is to create diversion. They want to create a fire over here to the left so you can do some dirty work over here on the right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that was. If we want to start thinking this through,
Maybe.
they wanted to take our attention off of something else so they could, well, take advantage of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kind of seems like that's the tactic for everything at the moment. Look over here at this shiny object while we completely ignore something else that's going on.
Yes, Nate.
Were you referring to your starring role in Die Hard with a Vengeance, Elvis?
Well, I wanted to bring that up.
You did incite a panic in that movie. I hate to
No,
say
no,
it.
no,
You
no, I did
incited
not.
a panic. Yeah.
I did not. It was the person who created the problem.
Jeremy Irons?
Who called my radio show in the movie.
And you put him on the air.
You didn't screen the call. You should have screened the call.
Well, I know Diamond wasn't working that day.
You just willy-nilly put this guy on that causes a panic
He hit
in
a bomb.
Manhattan.
He hit a bomb in a school and called my show to talk about it. That bomb in that school had nothing to do with what they were doing downtown, stealing all that gold.
So
I think that's what it was, gold, right?
Yeah, gold, dump trucks full of gold at the Federal Reserve.
Yes.
But here's my question. So that was your 10 seconds on that in that movie, right? What did you, Elvis Duran, do after that phone call in the movie? Like, let's say your part continued. And
I think we took a break and played a Top Dog Law commercial.
Do you ever think though, wow, I'm in this iconic movie that's like, you know what I mean? Like you were part of it,
Well,
and that's like such a
it's
famous
really a
movie.
great
And it wasn't
Oh,
a
I know.
flop. This is a
And-
blockbuster.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Well, and keep in mind, without that scene I was in, it would have changed the entire
Right.
film.
and it's a Christmas movie.
It was pivotal.
That was not a Christmas movie. Without my pivotal scene, thank you, Danielle,
You're
pivotal
welcome.
scene, the story would have just it would have failed. It would have just died. Thank God for my call-in show. Yes, Gandhi, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so if something like this actually happened on our show, right? Like everything aligned in a terrible way, we didn't screen the call, somebody gets on and they say there's a bomb in a school in New York City. What do we do? Do we dump it immediately and call the cops, or what's the procedure?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know.
I don't know what we would do.
We'd have to call the police.
I know. Well, yeah, the police would probably be notified. We would go. We would go with it. I would go with it. I
You
would
would
try
let
to get
that
as
air?
much. Well, look, I'm telling you right now, if we could get any kind of information out of that caller that could lead to a solution, great. But if we start scrambling to think about what we're doing on the air, then that's going to take away the attention of trying to find out what this caller is calling about. I'd rather get to the bottom of it.
Okay. We should really think about this going forward.
I'm just really enjoying this because I'm thinking about the character that Jeremy Irons played. You know, like at some point he wrote in the movie character Simon Peter Gruber. That's a guy's name. He planned, we're gonna call the Elvis Duran show.
Well, I've got it right here. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. You're on the air. What's up?
First of all, I just want to tell you what a great show you got.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop right there.
So crazy to hear your voice from them.
He loves my show. He loved it. I didn't say our show because it was just me.
It would have been great.
Nate, can I play it? Let me play it. Hold on, Nate. I know you had lots to say. Write it down. Okay, hold on. Let's listen to the whole thing.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. You're on the air. What's up?
First of all, I just want to tell you what a great show you got. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Can we stop it right there? He listens all the time.
Right? You didn't say hello, lady.
Big fan.
Hello, lady. Yeah, big fan. He listens all the time. Obviously, had big ratings here in New York City. Okay, here we go.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. You're on the air. What's up?
And what a great, clear cell phone he has.
Really? It was good.
I wish all callers sound like Jeremy Irons.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. You're on the air. What's up?
First of all, I just want to tell you what a great show you got. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you. What do you want to talk about?
Well, you know all those cop cars screaming around everywhere? You know what they're up to? There's a bomb in a school. My cousin's a cop.
Here you go, my
Somebody
dear.
put a big bomb in a school somewhere.
7.
Only they don't know which one.
207.
So they're searching all of them. Every school in the metropolitan area.
Doris! Annie? Doris, can you get a hold...
Well, that's the end of my scene, but
Now, did you have more lines that were left on the cutting room floor?
no, not really.
Oh.
No.
And was he on the other line when he called, or did they play a
No,
recording?
they had another guy reading his lines,
Okay.
but he had a British accent. It was kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah, but so many questions. Yes, Gandhi, what's your question?
Yeah, so when you got this scene and you were looking through it, was any part of you like, we would never just put someone on the air? Did you go to them
didn't
and
care.
say, there's a creative problem here?
I will tell you the story. So they called and said, we're shooting this scene for Die Hard with a Vengeance. We want John Lander, who's our morning guy, to do it. He was not available. And they said, who's available? That guy. What's his name? No. So the program director sent me down to do it.
Wow.
So it was at the WNEW studios where they shot it.
So cool.
And I sat there. It took maybe 30 minutes. No makeup, nothing. And the producer, director, they were all there. Like, here's what you do. No big deal. You're great. We talked for a while and I left. That was it.
Okay.
But look at what I created.
Yeah.
Wow. Cinema magic.
And it's amazing how different your voice is now. I did not realize that happens, that people's voices can change that much over the years.
Sure.
'Cause
Well,
you
yours
sound-
has.
I don't hear that.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't hear it in yourself, but like in other people, you hear it, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was different.
It's crazy.
Well, so there you go. So, New York City, where anything and everything can happen and will happen or has happened at one time.
I love her.
So, look, it's a pain in the ass. You want to live here longer? We can stay here if you want.
Yes, please.